Angelica Larsson's story begins in a way that feels almost cinematic. At just 4 years old, she climbed into the cab of a massive truck and experienced something that stayed with her for life. While many children see something intimidating, she saw possibility. Sitting high above the road, surrounded by controls and machinery, she felt a sense of freedom that most people don't discover until much later. That early moment quietly defined her direction. Growing up, she didn't drift between ambitions like many teenagers do. Instead, she held on to that first spark with surprising clarity. It wasn't about attention or recognition. It was about the road, the machines, and the independence they represented. Choosing a path few expected. By the time she reached her late teens, that childhood dream turned into a real plan. At 19, Angelica Larsson enrolled in professional training to earn her commercial driving license in Sweden. It wasn't an easy route. The exams were demanding, and the responsibility was enormous. Still, she moved forward with focus. While many people her age were unsure about their future, she stepped directly into hers. She didn't stop at trucks either. Her curiosity pushed her toward mastering other heavy machines like loaders and snow equipment. Each new skill added another layer to her confidence. It wasn't just about driving anymore. It became about understanding the machines, respecting their power, and building a career rooted in real, hands-on expertise, life on the road, and the reality behind it. From the outside, trucking can look like endless travel and scenic views. But for Angelica Larsson, the reality has always been far more demanding. Her days often begin before sunrise, inspecting every detail of her vehicle in freezing conditions. The work requires patience, discipline, and constant awareness. Driving through narrow roads, icy terrain, and unpredictable weather is not just a routine, it's a responsibility. Every journey involves planning, precision, and a deep understanding of risk. What makes her story compelling is not just the destinations she reaches, but the consistency she maintains. She treats every trip with the same level of care, whether it's a short haul or a complex transport across long distances. When social media changed everything shifted when Angelica Larsson began sharing her life online. What started as simple posts quickly attracted global attention. People were fascinated not only by the machinery and landscapes, but also by her confidence behind the wheel. Her content stood out because it showed a world many rarely see. Over time, her audience grew into millions. However, the attention came with an unexpected twist. Instead of focusing solely on her skills, many viewers became fixated on her appearance. That shift created a strange contrast between what she wanted to represent and what others chose to highlight. Still, she continued sharing her work, hoping the substance would speak louder than surface impressions. The pressure of being misunderstood with visibility came assumptions. Some people questioned whether Angelica Larsson was truly doing the work she showed. It was a frustrating challenge, having to prove something she had already earned through years of effort. Instead of reacting emotionally, she responded with consistency. She showed more of her process, more of the preparation, and more of the reality behind each job. Over time, her transparency became her strongest answer. It reminded people that skill isn't defined by expectations or stereotypes. It's defined by performance. Her ability to stay grounded during that period revealed something deeper about her character. She wasn't chasing approval. she was protecting the truth of her work, the quiet struggles behind the scenes. In 2022, Angelica Larsson shared a more personal side of her journey through her memoir, Valet's Choices. The title alone reflects the heart of her story. Life on the road brings freedom, but it also demands sacrifice. Long hours away from home can create distance in relationships and test emotional resilience. Her story suggests that success doesn't erase difficulty, it often comes with it. What stood out wasn't dramatic revelation, but honesty. She acknowledged that building a life on her own terms required difficult decisions. Choosing independence sometimes meant letting go of comfort. That balance between freedom and responsibility became one of the defining themes of her life. Mastering extreme conditions. To truly understand the level of skill Angelica Larsson operates at, you have to look at the environments she works in. Transporting heavy machinery through northern regions involves more than just driving. It's about adapting to constantly changing conditions. Snowstorms, icy roads, and limited visibility can turn a routine trip into a high-pressure situation. In those moments, small decisions matter. Steering adjustments, speed control, and awareness of surroundings all play a critical role. Her calm approach in these conditions is what sets her apart. It's not about taking risks, it's about managing them with precision and experience, building more than just a career. As her presence grew, Angelica Larsson naturally evolved into more than just a driver. She became a voice for people who want to pursue unconventional paths. Without stepping away from her core work, she built a platform that reflects both her profession and her personality. What makes this transition interesting is how subtle it has been. She didn't suddenly change direction. Instead, she expanded what she was already doing. Her content still revolves around trucks, machinery, and real work. The difference is that now it reaches a global audience, turning everyday routines into something meaningful for others. Staying grounded in a fast-moving world. Despite growing recognition, Angelica Larsson has maintained a grounded approach to her life. She continues to focus on the work itself rather than the attention surrounding it. That balance is not easy to maintain, especially in a world where visibility often changes priorities. Her consistency suggests a clear sense of identity. She knows why she started and what matters to her. That clarity has allowed her to navigate both success and criticism without losing direction. It's a reminder that staying connected to your purpose can be more powerful than chasing recognition. A journey defined by choice and resilience. At its core, the story of Angelica Larsson is about choice. From the moment she first stepped into a truck, she chose a path that felt right to her, even if it wasn't typical. Along the way, she faced doubt, pressure, and personal challenges, but she continued moving forward. Her journey shows that resilience isn't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's steady, quiet, and consistent. It's found in showing up every day, doing the work, and staying true to what matters. And that, more than anything, is what makes her story resonate.